Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to some more awesome DomiNations, guys. It's back-to-back episode tonight for you guys. I did the archer spam. It's time to show you guys the horseman spam. That's right, guys. I got 8 horsemen right here, as you guys see, and with a barrack space of 49, I got 1 left. But let's go ahead and try this. And why the horseman spam works so well in the early game too is because not many people have ballista towers, because you get those at classical age, and most people would have them around I don't know, level 24, level 25, somewhere around there. And I'm going to try to attack somebody. I guess we could try attacking this guy. Usually it's not a good idea to attack somebody with a lot of walls, of course, because horsemen are just like archers, you know, they don't like walls. They do not like walls, guys. But let's go ahead and try this, everybody. And I got 8 horsemen right here. Let's zoom that in. And they're just so tanky and beastie. And like I said, since in the early game not many people have the ballista, of course this guy's in Iron Age, so of course you can't have the ballista. You have to get it in classical age. It's so good to use horsemen. So, you know, the Greeks and the French benefit a lot from the early game just because they have the, you know, capability to have a very good horseman rate compared to the other nations. But, you know what? Even with the regular horsemen I'm using right now, it's working fine, as you guys see. Just take a look at this, everybody. He's just tanking. They ain't going down. These horsemen are just clobbering everybody. All this loot is ours right now. All the gold, all the food is ours, baby. All that 10,000 gold, 11,000 food, it's all ours. Okay, goodbye. And those hoplites and level 3 garrison didn't stand a chance. And I just totally ignored that Acropolis on the side there. And, you know, none of the horsemen have died yet. You know, 8 horsemen. Like I said, you really need the ballistas. Without the ballistas, the horsemen actually technically are kind of, I guess, overpowered. But because the ballistas towers are there, they do kind of keep the horsemen in check later in the game when you get to classical age, of course. In fact, I have a hard time defending against horsemen myself. My base actually has a very hard time defending against horsemen. I've got destroyed by a lot of Greek players just because I didn't have the ballista. Really, without the ballista, it's very, very hard to deal with these horsemen. But later in the game, it gets a lot easier because, you know, when the walls get stronger and stuff like that, the horsemen really don't have a chance at that point. But I'm going to go ahead and actually just try to get all the gold right here. And I'm just going to walk out. I'm not going to bother getting that town center because, you know what? We destroyed all the defensive buildings and my horsemen are already good and ready to live on the next raid, guys. So let's go ahead and I wish my horsemen weren't going out that way. I mean, I wish they went here and attacked the resource base over here. Like, god damn it, come on. Do they have to go over that side? Come on, horsemen. Let's go inside and come back and get this loot back here. Come on, there's only 2 horsemen right here. Oh man, I don't know what they're doing though, but they're saying, no, hell no, we want to get the food over here on the farm, while these 2 guys are still struggling with the market. I just want to walk out with the market, honestly. But these guys, these 6 horsemen are saying, no, we want to go over and get the food. So, yeah, you know what? Whatever. It's all good. We almost got all of it. Okay. So, 30 seconds left of the battle. Let's just return home at this point. I got all the market. There we go. And 7,000, 10,000, no casualties. And, you know, this horseman raid really, really works well in this early game. Like I said, before you start getting the ballista towers in the classical age, you can definitely go ahead and do this horseman spam at your free will. You will barely lose any horsemen. In fact, they never die. And once again, another guy without ballista towers. But you know what? This guy is a little bit more sheltered because he's got the Acropolis inside right here and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and drop in our horsemen this time here again. And let's try this again, guys. And let's see just how beast these guys are. You know, these guys are the, you know, master tanks we all know and love. I absolutely love these horsemen. Even these guys are not Greek or the French knights. They are, you know, doing pretty good. You know, even though they're just regular horsemen right here. And they're just going in. They don't give a damn. You know, they're probably never going to die. You know, these 8 horsemen are just clobbering everybody. You know, it reminds you a lot of the Clash of Clans giants. You know, those giants never dying. But like I said, really, this only works really well in the early game. It doesn't really work as much in the later game when people start getting ballistas and having heavy walls. You do need support troops, but the support troops will come in later. For now, the horsemen do fine on their own. And as you guys see, they're just clobbering everything right here. Okay, they don't give a damn. Let's go ahead and take out that archer tower right there. And also the catapult right beside it. Okay. And, you know, this was pretty easy. I actually love the knights in this game. They're definitely one of the coolest units. But really, really difficult to use just because their training time and their troop space is like 6. So it's kind of difficult to incorporate the knights later into the game. But, of course, like I said, early game, they're damn good. They're also pretty good in the middle game as well. I mean, the medieval age, sure, you can go ahead and use a lot of horses. But I have trouble again Again, with these guys, I have trouble breaking walls and defeating ballistas, because ballistas just do a crap ton of damage to these horsemen. Let's go ahead and knock out that town center right there to get another victory star right there. And also, you guys do note that these guys destroy buildings so slow that you'll never almost get any victory star. Look at me, I have only one victory star here. If I was using infantry, I'd probably have gotten a second victory star for the early victory, of course, because, you know, these guys can't really clobber down buildings as fast as they can. And but the whole point is that these guys are just tanks, of course, you know, like Giants and Clash of Clans once again. But these guys did the job fine. And once we get destroyed everything here, I'm going to just back out. I don't need the farms over here and the temple. It's all good. And yeah, just let these horsemen do the work here. And you know, overall, this is of course another good raid right here. And remember to, you know, check this out, guys. And I'm sure a lot of you may have tried this horseman raid by now, but just letting you guys know, this is probably one of the best early game strategies. In fact, probably even better than the archer strategy for most of us, because, you know, archer strategy really works the best with the British and the Chinese, but the horseman strategy really works with any nation because they're already really good by themselves, you know, with 3,000 hit points. Thanks, guys, for watching this. This was just a fun, quick video of the Horsemen Rush, and hope you guys enjoy the back-to-back episode tonight. And I'll see you guys later. Keep on dominating and just have fun, everybody.